Well, howdy there, pluckers. Sore Fingers back with you again for hopefully another interesting lesson on a golden oldie. This one's Dirty Work by Steely Dan, okay, classic song from them. Hopefully you've seen my playthrough I did very recently. I'm hopefully going to teach you how to play what I played. It is an arrangement for a single acoustic, okay, so it's somewhat simplified, to trying to keep the flavour of the song, okay. So I'm in standard tuning but with a capo on the first fret, and we'll be playing mostly what appears to be in the key of C, you know, plenty of open chords, C, F, G, that sort of thing, A minor. The actual recorded version by Steely Dan is in the key of D flat, and trying to play it in D flat on an acoustic involves quite a lot of bar chords and difficult shapes, so this is the easier way of playing it, okay. So that's why I've done it that way, to make it more accessible to people. So now hopefully you've seen my playthrough. So part one is going to be purely about the intro, okay. I'll give you two ways of playing the intro, the way I played it in the demo and a slightly simpler version, okay. So let's get to it. So it starts off, the way I played it on my demo is like this. Into a verse, okay. So that was the way I did it on the demo, which is was a bit tricky in places, okay. So what was I doing? So I'm starting off with a standard C chord, okay, a 5 downwards, or you could play it with G in the bass, third finger going up to the bottom E string, 3rd fret, pinky taking over on the 3rd fret on the 5th string from the capo, 3rd from the capo, okay. All 6 strings. If you're doing that one, simple C, 5 downwards. Second chord is an F major 7 with C in the bass. So if you take a standard F chord, lift up the bar so the top E string is open. So just fret the 1st fret of the 2nd string with the 1st finger. That's an F major 7th. But I like to play it with C in the bass. So this 3rd finger goes up to the 3rd fret on the 5th string, and your pinky takes over on the 3rd fret on the 4th string. 5 downwards, not playing the bottom E string, okay. So you've got C to this F major 7th with C in the bass. You strum it, and then you do that. You go downstroke, lift up that 2nd finger, come up. Okay, so you got so again. Okay, all that is the 2nd finger is lifted off. So downstroke down, and then take the finger off to come up. Okay, so it's. Then we go into a straightforward A minor. And this is where it gets a bit tricky. And we've got this bit that goes back to the C. So what am I doing? I'm starting off with this. This chord is called a B flat major. B flat major 7 sus 4 2. Sus 2. B flat major 7 sus 2. And what I'm doing is I'm barring the 1st fret from the capo with the 1st finger on the first 5 strings. Not bothering with the bottom E string. Not playing that. Okay. The 2nd finger is playing the 2nd fret from the capo on the 3rd string, G string, and my third finger is playing the third fret from the capo on the fourth string, the D string, and I'm just playing 5 down to 2. 5 strings 5 down to 2, and we just strum it down like that. It should sound like that. And when you've done that, you hit the second string another 2 times. So it's got that. Then you play that third string to it. Right, got that. Then what you do is you add your pinky to the third fret from the capo on the second string. This makes a B flat major 7. Again, it's 5 down to 2. So you've got that. Add the pinky. Then what you do is you take that whole shape, the B flat major 7th, you move it all up 1 fret to make a B major 7. So that first finger is on the second fret from the capo on the 5th string. You don't need to bar this one because you're only, all the other strings are 5 down to 2, all the other got fingers fretting them, so you don't need a bar, okay? But that first one does, okay? So first finger's playing second on the 5th, second finger's playing the third on the 3rd string, third finger's playing the 4th fret of the 4th string, and pinky's playing the 4th fret of the 2nd string. 5 down to 2. It should sound like that. That's a B major 7. So far we've got this. Okay? And then you just repeat the whole thing, and you do the whole thing 3 times. So you do that 3 times, the whole thing, and then when you come out of that the 3rd time, you go do that last one. It's times are hard into the verse, okay? So when you come out of that last 3rd time, you do a single strum on the C, then you add your pinky to the C chord on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, the B string, like a C add 9. So it's, then take that pinky off and play the C again, 5 down to 2. Okay, so got that. Then you play a straightforward F chord, simple F chord. Strum the F, 4 downwards, and then you put your pinky on the top E string, 3rd fret, to make a F add 9, and then take the pinky off and play the F again. So you got that, so you got C, and then we go into A minor. Times are hard into the verse, okay? So that's the harder version of the intro as per my demo. So let's just go through that again very slowly, okay? So it's from the beginning, 3 times, and then that CF at the end, okay? So is hard, and off we go into the verse. Okay, so that's the way I did it on the demo. Now the other way of doing it is to simplify it somewhat. First bit is the same, so C to F, major 7, to A minor, then what you can do is just play a B flat. Okay, so as you play that B flat chord, right, so it's like, right, so what's that? So that's basically the same as it was before, the C, the F, major 7th, pull off that second finger, A minor, then we're playing a B flat bar chord. Okay, so I'm playing the first fret of the fifth string, first fret with the first finger, and then I'm barring the third fret of the fourth, third and second strings with my third finger. I'm just playing 5 down to say 2. So it's and then you do, so you play that chord once, just, and then you go, and then you do 2 hits on that first fret of the 5th string. Bit of a pause, minute pause, then you go to the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then to the C chord again. You repeat. Got the idea? And then at the end of that, when you've done 3 of those, you do the old C as usual, the times are hard. Okay, so once again the simpler version. Slowly. Are hard, and so on and so on. Okay, part 2 beckons. Okay, for the we're going through most of the song in the second lesson. Okay, so there we have it. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye for now.